Hello, I'm back. What did you have for breakfast today? On my home, I'm raising two little boys, and one is neurodivergent and he likes to have patterns. So, for the last 2 years, we've done McDonald's Monday. On Saturday or Sunday, we'll do like family movie night. And then in the last year or two, we've done Friday popsicles for breakfast. And so his brain and how it works is he likes patterns. He likes knowing he likes to predict or know what's coming. That can ease some anxiety. Where my spouse eats the same thing every single day and is totally fine with it. For me, I like having a little spontaneity and planning in the moment and saying, well, what am I feeling like? And then just kind of having access to things that I typically like. So when you think about breakfast, one, you want to honor your body and your hunger cues. So if your intuition is good, meaning your ability to stay calm, there's not much caffeine, there's not much stimulants, you have like a good gut sense of how you're physically feeling, which is hard to be all the time, and you're listening to your hunger cues and you're not hungry, then it's okay. But ideally, in theory, your body and your metabolism does have hunger cues in the morning. That would be ideal. And when I'm working with people and they say, oh yeah, I'm really hungry in the morning, I know that their hunger and satisfaction and metabolism, things are really aligned. Now, 8 out of 10 people aren't hungry in the morning, so it's rare. But then I would ask about caffeine, I would ask about sleep, I would ask about habitual patterns. I typically work with people who are over 30, but I do work with teenagers who sometimes are like, I'm not hungry in the morning. And they're also going through a ton of hormonal changes. But then I want to look at their home life and who are they living with at home. And there might be a low level anxiety, or there's just things that are happening that they're not comfortable with, or they just don't like the food choices at home and they don't have the ability to acquire their own food or meal prep or anything. So there is a wives' tale. Breakfast is breaking the fast. And so hopefully you have fasted from dinner till now and your body's at rest, and you do need fuel to get ready for the day. Now, depending upon your activity, if you're laying around all day, you might not need as much. But if you're out and moving around, there is some value in having the carbohydrates from fruit, the carbohydrates from grains, and the fibers to help the brain be more ready for the day. A great example, we had whole grain waffles that had some protein in them with some fruit. And so for my neurodivergent kiddo, those types of carbohydrates are so good for his brain because he uses them really fast. And then typically I like to have some sort of protein, whether it be yogurt or some sort of meat. We typically have bacon or turkey bacon. Neither one of my kids like eggs. I love eggs, and my husband doesn't even really like eggs much. So he likes protein shakes. So just trying to be aware of, do I have all my macros? Do I have my carbohydrates? Do I have some sort of fats? Do I have some sort of protein? And that can be, it's like the beginning of a story. The early chapters matter, and breakfast is like that. It does make a difference in your day. I have had people tell me that, well, once I start eating, I can't stop. And I would just be curious about that story that they're telling themselves. And I would want to hear more on what that's like, because that's based upon past experiences. And something is in the way, whether it be trauma or a belief system or habitual patterns that are just hard to break, which involves your thoughts. So anyway, breakfast is important. What did you have today? I have had a piece of toast, some of my kids' Go-Gurt, watermelon, and now I'm drinking my coffee. So hope that helps. And any questions, leave below.